All right, what do we got here?
Okay, Your Honor, this is just cause termination.
Yeah,
Mr. Bodges, back in November, I believe it was November 1st, he assaulted two residents at the community. This isn't the first time either. This has been an ongoing issue. I mean, I have police reports dating back from, gosh, I have one from December 24. I have trespass.
is that the serious case that's
Yes.
pending as a felony?
Yes, this is the one where one count is assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder or by strangulation. Count 2, assault with dangerous weapon, felonious assault. Count 3, assault with dangerous weapon, felonious assault. And last but not least, habitual offender. Fourth offense, notice mandatory 25 seconds. Your Honor, the community is tired of having SWAT teams come over. Residents are complaining. It's unfair to the residents. We asked the court to terminate the residency of Mr. Bodges.
Mr. Bodgett,
Yeah.
do you have anything to say?
Well, you just said I saw two people I know. Remember, there's only one person there. He tried to assault me in my own home. He got his ass whooped.
Hang on, don't talk like that. It's a courtroom.
Anyways, he got beat up. Want to take me out for that. I said, well, it's self-defense, Mom. I got a court date. I got a court date for all these charges that he read. And most of them not even there. He don't know what he's talking about. And I'm upset. I'm gonna beat that case, Your Honor. I need to March 7th to beat that case.
This is
Be happy.
you rent, correct?
Well, we're trying to run a lot. Suzanne wants my home.
No, Suzanne does not want his home. Suzanne wants to have a community member who doesn't disrupt the quiet peace.
No, I know, I get it, Mr. Capitan, but here's the problem I've got right now. I don't want to be asking him a bunch of questions. He's got the right to remain silent. I don't know whether he intends, don't say anything, Mr. Bodges. I don't know whether he intends to say anything or not, or testify or not. Is that March 7th trial or is that March 7th pre-trial?
Might be pre-trial or trial. For sure. We're upset on the town. I think the guy's got to show up there. Right there.
This isn't even about Mr. Bod. Mr. Bod. I'm sorry, I'm speaking.
Hang on.
This isn't even about Mr. I'm speaking, sir.
Mr. Bodges, settle down.
This is
Before you go anywhere, Jennifer Wiseman, would you do me a
Yes, Your
favor,
Honor.
please, or Jennifer McLose? Would you call Amy and ask her to check and see what that case is scheduled for, please?
Judge, I'm pulling up Third Circuit's website right now and looking to
Okay,
see if I
yeah.
can.
Good. All right, go ahead, Counsel.
Well, I was going to say, Your Honor, whether or not Mr. Bodges gets convicted of this or not, what we have here is a disruption in the community. This has been ongoing. This isn't even it's not even the first time. Obviously, I've told Your Honor I have about 7, 8 reports here throughout the years since 2022. This is an ongoing issue. It's not even about him being convicted. It's about having the disruptions, having the police presence in the community. I mean, he just admitted that he was in a fist fight right at his house. So I think that that's enough to provide for cause for termination. I mean, and I'll take judicial notice of.
What if he's acquitted of it?
Well, if he's acquitted, it doesn't matter.
Wait a minute.
This is a civil case. I mean, if you take a look at it, you have.
You're alleging that he physically assaulted another resident of the community with a baseball bat. That's what your allegation says.
My allegation is that he was arrested in November.
Well, that's what I'm reading off of your notice to quit here.
Yes. Yeah, that he assaulted another resident. That's correct, with a baseball bat. Whether or not it's self-defense or not, what we have here is Mr. Bodges telling the court, hey, I was in a fist fight. He admitted it. He spoke. I did. So I think what we have before the court is we have November 3rd.
The law is not an ass. You know? If this was truly self-defense, I'm not saying it was. I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm in a pickle because I'm not going to be asking him questions today. That's not fair. That's not appropriate for a judge to be asking a defendant questions regarding a criminal case that he has pending because he has the right to remain silent. It's not appropriate. It's not something I'm going to do. In fact, I don't know how I'm going to. And listen, Mr. Bodges is not on high on my totem pole here. I mean, he shows up to court drunk. He was on there yelling F this, whatever on Zoom here a couple weeks ago. So this is not about me thinking that Mr. Bodges should be in the church choir. That's not what I'm talking about. I still have a function, a responsibility, and I'm not going to breach that by throwing this guy out without a hearing. I'm not going to breach that by assuming that he is going to be convicted. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. I'll be glad to. Have you figured out what that is, Jennifer?
Yes, Your Honor. So it looks like there's a final settlement in February, or a final conference on 2/19 and a jury trial on March 4th.
Okay, good. Then we're going to adjourn it to right after. I doubt it's going to settle based on what he said. If it does, I'll be glad if you find that out, Mr. Capitan, to call the court and say, ask the judge to give us an earlier hearing. But I'm going to be gone on the 4th, I believe, right? Or the 5th. So we're going to have
Correct.
to do it when I get back.
Right, I know you have vacation because there's another case where we're gonna go out to the property. Yeah, you have vacation.
Right. So I can do it like, what day am I coming back? I don't even know.
You'll be back on this for the 16th.
Yeah,
Well, then let's do the 16th, okay? 16th of March.
Judge, do you want it later in the morning if you're going to have testimony possibly,
and also,
Well,
like 10:30?
Yeah,
isn't it the day that you're going out to another property?
I don't know.
Yeah, pretty sure,
Is it?
because it's my property.
What time?
I thought it was, gosh,
Early.
it was like
Early?
30, yeah.
I mean, that right there is so Yesenia. Nicely mentioning something to me I hadn't thought of, which is obvious.
I'm gonna know what the jury verdict is that day. I don't know if I'm gonna need testimony. March 16th at 11. Let's do 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, Your Honor.
But I don't want you to have to sit around here too much either. Do you know what time that is? Are you going out to meet me, is the point, counsel?
Yes. Yeah,
Do you know what time that is?
yeah, it's like 8:30.
Well, then let's make this 10:15. How's that? Time we get out there and look and come back.
So that's also another.
All right, that's what I'll do on that. Thank you. You understand everything that's going on? No, March 16th at 10:15. March 16th at 10:15, the day before St. Patrick's Day. March 16th at 10:15. Good luck. We'll see you here then.
Judge, that's the day before St. Patrick's Day. Mr. Bodges has to get his pre-St. Patrick's Day drunk on. Oh my God, this guy. He's done it now. I'm gonna need help from the chat. I gotta hunt down the prior appearances. See, this is what happens. You don't know what's gonna happen. The first time he shows up drunk, you think that's the end of it. But no, we've now got 3 appearances. It's a playlist at this point, people. I need help naming this playlist. Let me know. All right. I've got another nugget. Oh, by the way, this is all from LawNerdsUnite. Zach, as usual.
Never have too many friends. I've signed that transport order. What's your name, ma'am?
Amber Dawn Talk.
And yes, this is Olympia Municipal.
Great, thank you.
Okay, I haven't seen this one, but she looks like a good Washington defendant already.
This is violation. I'm sorry?
Excuse me, how are you today, Diana?
Oh, good. Thank you, Ms. Talk.
So that, well, I'll let you catch up in a breakout room later if you wish. But right now, Ms. Talk or Ms. Dutch, did you get a chance to speak with her and discuss with her legal rights?
I did, Your Honor. At this time, we will waive further arraignment. We'll stipulate to probable cause for purposes of today's hearing, enter a plea of not guilty, and request a court-appointed attorney. We would need a Thursday hearing as Mr. Nelson was the assigned attorney on the probation matter.
I don't see a probation matter on the calendar.
I don't think it's been filed at this time. I'm just assuming there will be one filed based on this new
Okay.
charge.
All right. So we won't address that today, but so you are Amber Talk.
That's correct.
You're now charged with one count of violation of an order restricting contact and criminal trespass.
Unfortunately, my car was stolen. But that's not really part of the problem right now. The problem right now is that I delivered.
Make sure, Amber, you don't talk about the facts of the case. We're being recorded.
I delivered.
And so pleas of not guilty will be entered on both those counts. I will appoint an attorney to represent you on that. And we're going to set conditions of release. I'm going to hear from the city, and then after that, I'll hear from Ms. Dutch.
Thank you.
Ms. Pinkston.
Thank you, Your Honor. You'll notice that she has prior convictions for violating protection orders. With a quick look at those, it looks like majority of those have been with the same victim. Most recently, that I believe 829 matter, I think she just pled out to that in December, and she was sentenced to 90 full days. She got credit for 46, I believe. So she was just released within the last month from Nisqually for the exact same behavior. And so she knows very well what she's allowed to do and not to do, and where she's allowed to go and not to go. And with this repetitive behavior, as well as with these active warrants out of different jurisdictions, the city has no confidence that she will return on her own regard or stop breaking the law. So we would be asking for $2,500 in bail and just an order to, again, abide by that no contact order. And she's been re-trespassed from Unity Commons.
What's Unity Commons? Is it?
It is a like low-income apartment complex.
Whereabouts exactly?
161 Pattinson Street.
Ms. Dutch.
Your Honor, Ms. Talk would be asking for her release. In reviewing the probable cause statement, there's no actual in-person contact alleged. I would note that most of the probation matters have been closed. It looks like at least 6 of the matters have been closed. I think she may only be on probation for 1 matter. So she's trying to start fresh and would most likely be unable to post even nominal bail. So we would be asking for release on personal recognizance. She does have a hearing coming up in Thurston County. I believe it's an omnibus on February 12th and wishes to be out of custody to attend that.
February 12th, is that in Superior Court or
In Superior Court.
So given the sheer number of criminal trespass combined with, I'm told she just did 90 days. The reason she's not on probation on it is probably because she served all the time on it. And so I'm going to set bail in the amount requested by the city. It's going to be $2,500 cash or bond if that's posted. Don't have any criminal law violations. Stay away from the Unity Commons and then comply with any existing no contact order. We'll set a court date for, and again, I might defer to you there. We're going to, what day are you going to give me? Let's do it quick here in the next week or so. Because, so what normally happens, I'm not sure how things work in Olympia, but we set stuff in the morning, and then if they're going to be in the in-custody calendar, whoever's the attorney sets it, asks to have it set over to the in-custody calendar. Or I can set it on the in-custody calendar right now for, if you want to do that.
Yes, that would be preferable if we can do a Thursday afternoon.
Okay, and we can do this fairly quickly if you wish, as quick as
Yes.
next week. If you think someone from, we can do it a week from today at 1:30.
Okay, thank you.
And so, ma'am, again, I'm going to set bail in the amount of 2,500 cash or bond if that's posted. Don't have any criminal law violations. Stay away from the Unity Commons, comply with any existing no contact order. Your next court date is February 12th, a week from today. It'll be at 1:30 on the in-custody calendar. If you make bail, and I do understand 2,500 is a lot if you don't have it, but on the other hand, it's not necessarily insurmountable either. If you do make bail, you still need to be back in court on the 12th, a week from today at 1:30. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yeah. I'm
That's
disgusted.
it for today. You can be taken back.
Let's hope no one's actually counting on you. You're disgusting.
I love the drama. I love it. The dramatic exit is fantastic. All right. I just had to, that's it. I just really have a quickie, but no. We've got one more thing here. June Scott has too much time on her hands and got into the AI again. I give you the world premiere of Judge Mike to take you out.
He wakes up in the morning, pours a double shot of spite. He's been reading through your motions since the middle of the night. He turns on the camera, adjusts his headset mic, and prepares to tell the internet what he doesn't really like. It's Law Talk with Mike, where the truth is a weapon and a stupid question is a trap you just stepped in. Oh, Judge Mike Gravelin, put him in the black. He'll give the legal system a heart attack. He's cranky, he's salty, he's brutally blunt. He treats a frivolous lawsuit like a personal affront. We're signing the petition, we're shouting his name. The bench needs a man who is legally insane. We say, Mike, take the gavel, Mike, take the robe. You're the only sane person on this spinning globe. But Mike starts sweating, he looks at the floor. He says, I'd last 5 minutes, then I'd start a war. I'd be holding the bailiff in contempt of court. I'd cut every long-winded closing quite short. I'd tell the defendant to sit down and zip it. If I saw a loophole, I'd probably rip it. Then in walks a guy with a laminated card, claiming traveling is easy and driving is hard. He says, I'm a flesh and blood man, not a corporate entity. While Mike stares him down with a grim intensity. The sovereign citizen starts quoting the seas, while Mike's brain starts to simmer at 100 degrees. I don't recognize your flag or the fringe on the edges. As Mike starts to contemplate jumping off ledges, he'd leap o'er the bench with a roar and a bound, and chase that free man right out of the town. I'd lose it, he screams, clutching his head. I'd send the whole jury to Theory instead. But Mike, don't you get it? That's why you're the guy to make a dishonest attorney go home and cry. We want the eye rolls, we want the are you kidding me? We want a judge who values his own sanity. Oh, Judge Mike Gravelin, a one-man spree, holding the whole damn world contempt for free. He'd lock up the stenographer for typing too loud and clear out the gallery. Yeah, he hates a crowd. He'd find himself daily just for being in the room, then send the fringe flag flyers to their legal doom. He doesn't want the job, he's a reluctant star, but he's the only honest man behind the bar. Yeah, Judge Gravelin has a nice ring, even if he hates every single thing. A Law Talk with Mike, keep the camera on until the nonsense is finally gone.